Hi students, so for social studies this week we are working on rules and how to be a great part of our classroom. So we're going to talk about our classroom rules, our classroom environment, what we do in the classroom to help us learn better and be better students and be better friends to our friends. And we're going to go over our virtual rules because those are a little bit different. So I'm going to go over here to this side of the room so we can go over our classroom rules. So our classroom rules are all about being a superstar. And STAR stands for something. If you look, stay focused, try your best, act safely, respect others. If you notice, each of these rules start with S, so S, T, T, A, R, right here, STAR. So that's why we have them in this order. So our first classroom rule is to stay focused. That means being an active listener, following directions the first time, completing tasks on time, and staying on topic. So save your stories for later. I always love hearing your stories, but not in the middle of our lesson, huh? Our next rule is to try your best. So I don't want you to turn in work that you just did really quickly. I want you to do your absolute best work. So it says do quality work, do your own work. That's really important. You don't want to look at your neighbor's paper, and you don't want your neighbor to look at your paper, because each of you, remember from Jack's Talent, has a special skill, and I want to see those special skills in your work. When things get hard, don't give up. We don't give up in this class. You can do everything. We just need to figure out how you can do everything, and me and you will work together to figure that out. Push yourself to be great. I think all of my students are great. I think all of my students are superstars, and so I need you to believe that. Act safely. This means walking in the classroom and hallways, keeping your hands and objects to yourself, putting things away where they belong, and thinking before you act. And then respecting others. So do not keep others from learning. So that means we're staying quiet when we're supposed to be quiet. We're not getting up several times. We're just doing what we're supposed to do when we're supposed to do it. Use kind words and actions. Wait your turn. Listen to others. So all of these rules, they all have something in common, and it just means trying to be the very best student you can be. Now, in order for you to be the best student you can be, I think, my personal belief, what I believe, is that you have to believe it. You have to believe that you are an amazing, awesome student. And that's why we have a classroom chant. So, I'm going to show you that. So, if you look up here, we have our classroom chant, and we say this every single day. And I'm going to grab my sticks so that I can show you the words, because they're super important. And I'll give it a few weeks. In a few weeks, you'll remember it, and you won't have to have me point. So, we have our classroom chant, and we're going to say it together every single day. I am great. I am important. I am smart. I am kind. I believe in me. I can do anything. Just watch and see. So that is our classroom chant, and we'll say that every day because I want you to believe in yourself, because I believe in you. And I think the more times you say this, the more you will believe that you are amazing at everything you do. So, our next thing we need to go over is our virtual rules. So we're going to go this way, And I'm going to show you how to get onto our virtual rules on the computer because I want you to be able to see them. So, our virtual rules, let me see here. So I need to go into the website, which you have written down on your popcorn paper. Here we go. So, to get to the virtual rules, you want to make sure that you go to our classroom information. And on this page, it shows you all the rules we just went over. But we want to see our virtual rules, and this is how you get there. So our virtual rules say, be on time. You need to come prepared to the meetings. Location, find a quiet spot for any meetings we do. Make sure you're on mute, so mute yourself and stay on mute unless I call on you. Proper attire, this needs to be school appropriate. Do not wear your pajamas on the screen. We want to make sure that you are fully clothed. You do not have to wear your school shirt, but just make sure that you do have appropriate clothing. No eating, so no foods or drinks except water while on the meetings. Restroom, try to use the restroom before the meeting. Sit nicely, so you want to sit nice and tall at a table or desk. Do not lay in bed. Try to find a nice spot to work like you would if you were at school. Keep your camera on and focused on you. Be respectful. Wait your turn to talk. And no comments. Only use the chat to talk to me, not to your friends. Now this rule isn't on there, but I do want to make sure that you know how important it is. Make sure your parents know when you are coming on to one of the virtual meetings. That is very important because they need to know that you are doing your work, and also you never know if something might happen in the background. You want to make sure that it's not getting recorded and sent to Mrs. Brown. So that is our virtual rules. For social studies, that's what we're working on, is rules and procedures, and I want you to start thinking about, why are rules important? Why do we need rules for school? You will be getting an assignment where you talk about and look at rules and why they're important and how we use them in the classroom, and you'll answer a few questions on that. Until then, bye.